Hey everyone, welcome back. Must watch, older men don't. Realize this attracts younger women. Do this to tempt her. Stoicism. What if I told you that the very thing most older men think is their weakness is actually their greatest strength when it comes to attraction? Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal will completely change how you see yourself and your appeal to women of all ages. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Today, we're diving deep into the Stoic principles that make mature men absolutely magnetic, and most don't even realize they possess this power. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, I'm Name, and this channel is dedicated to helping men unlock their authentic power through ancient wisdom and modern psychology. Today's video is going to be different. We're talking about something that society has completely backwards. The idea that aging somehow diminishes a man's attractiveness. I'm going to show you how the Stoic philosophers understood something about masculine appeal that most men today have forgotten. The 5 Stoic traits that make older men irresistible. Why younger women are naturally drawn to mature masculine energy. The critical mistakes 90% of older men make that kill attraction. A step-by-step framework to develop magnetic presence. Real-world examples and practical applications. But first, let me tell you a story that will blow your mind. Picture this. A 45-year-old businessman named David walks into a coffee shop. He's not the most handsome guy in the room. His hair is graying, he has some lines around his eyes, and he's definitely not hitting the gym like he used to. But something interesting happens. The 28-year-old barista, let's call her Sarah, who barely notices the stream of younger, more conventionally attractive men, finds herself genuinely engaged in conversation with David. Why? It wasn't his looks. It wasn't his money, though he was clearly successful. It was something else entirely. Something that the ancient Stoics understood. About masculine energy that we've somehow forgotten in our youth-obsessed culture. David possessed what I call Stoic magnetism, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that means and how to develop it yourself. But here's the thing most men don't understand. Section 1, the Stoic Foundation. The myth of youth supremacy. Society has sold us a lie. We've been conditioned to believe that attraction is purely physical, that youth equals appeal, and that aging men should somehow apologize for their maturity. The ancient Stoics would laugh at this notion. Epictetus, who lived through slavery and physical disability, understood that true power comes from within. He taught, "No one can hurt you without your permission." What modern men don't realize is that women, especially intelligent, accomplished women, are often attracted to qualities that only come with time. Emotional stability, life experience, unshakable confidence, purposeful living, authentic self-knowledge. The 4 pillars of Stoic attraction. Pillar 1, inner mastery. The Stoics believed that the only thing you can truly control is your response to life. This creates an incredibly attractive energy. Think about it. While younger men are often reactive, dramatic, and seeking validation, the Stoic older man has developed what Marcus Aurelius called the discipline of desire. He's not desperately trying to impress. He's not reactive to rejection. He doesn't need external validation to know his worth. When a younger man gets rejected by a woman, he might get angry or defensive, try to argue or convince her, take it as a personal attack on his worth, become bitter or resentful. When a Stoic older man faces the same situation, he accepts it gracefully, wishes her well genuinely, maintains his emotional equilibrium, continues living his purposeful life. Which energy is more attractive? Pillar 2, authentic purpose. Seneca wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." By the time a man reaches his 40s, 50s, or beyond, he's had the opportunity to discover his authentic purpose. He's moved beyond trying to be what others expect and has settled into who he actually is. This authenticity is magnetic. Pillar 3, emotional sovereignty. The Stoic concept of apatheia doesn't mean being emotionless. It means not being enslaved by emotions. This emotional mastery is incredibly attractive to women who are tired of dealing with emotional volatility. Pillar 4. Wisdom over cleverness. Young men often try to impress with cleverness, wit, or showing off knowledge. Older men who embrace Stoic principles operate from wisdom. They listen more than they speak. They ask better questions, and they offer genuine insight rather than trying to prove how smart they are. Section 2, the psychology of attraction. What women really want. Let me share something that might surprise you. I recently came across a study where women were asked about their most memorable romantic encounters. The results were fascinating. The encounters they remembered most fondly weren't with the youngest or most physically attractive men. They were with men who made them feel safe and protected, intellectually stimulated, emotionally understood, genuinely seen and appreciated. These are all qualities that tend to increase with age and experience, not decrease. Women, regardless of age, are biologically and psychologically drawn to security. Not just financial security, though that doesn't hurt, but emotional and psychological security. A man who has faced life's challenges and emerged with his dignity intact radiates this security naturally. The confidence paradox. Here's where it gets really interesting. There's a paradox in attraction that most men don't understand. The more you need something, the less attractive you become in pursuing it. Young men often approach dating from a place of need. They need validation. They need to prove their worth. They need to feel desired. They need to collect experiences. This neediness, no matter how well disguised, creates an energy of desperation. Older men who have embraced Stoic principles operate from a place of abundance. They've already proven their worth to themselves. They've had meaningful relationships. They've built a life they're proud of. They're offering an invitation, not making a plea. The father figure attraction. Now, this might be uncomfortable to discuss, but it's important for understanding attraction dynamics. Many women, particularly those in their 20s and early 30s, have complicated relationships with father figures. This doesn't mean they're looking for a literal father replacement. That's not what I'm suggesting at all. Rather, they're drawn to the positive masculine qualities that a healthy father figure represents. Protection without possession, guidance without control, strength without aggression, love without conditions. When an older man embodies these qualities authentically, it can be incredibly attractive. Section 3. The critical mistakes. Mistake 1. Trying to compete with younger men. The biggest mistake older men make is trying to beat younger men at their own game. They try to dress like they're 25, use slang that sounds forced, talk about trends they don't understand, pretend to have interests they don't actually have. This creates what I call the cringe factor. And nothing kills attraction faster than inauthenticity. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Be yourself and speak your truth." Instead of competing with younger men, Stoic older men play a completely different game. They offer depth over superficiality, quality over quantity, substance over style, authenticity over performance. Mistake 2. Apologizing for their age. I see this constantly. Older men who preemptively apologize for their age. They make self-deprecating jokes about being over the hill or worry that they're too old for someone. This immediately positions them as less valuable. The Stoic reframe is powerful. Your age isn't a liability, it's an asset. Every year has been an investment in wisdom, experience, emotional intelligence, life skills, character development. Own this investment. Be proud of the man you've become. Mistake 3. Desperation disguised as generosity. Many older men fall into what I call the provider trap. They think their main value is what they can give materially. So they offer expensive gifts too early, pay for everything without being asked, try to solve problems with money, lead with their financial status. While generosity is attractive, desperation disguised as generosity is repulsive. The Stoic approach is to offer value through presence over presence, attention over possessions, experiences over objects, growth over gifts. Mistake 4. living in the past. Some older men get stuck telling stories about their glory days, past achievements, or how things used to be. This makes them seem like they've stopped growing. The attractive older man is still evolving, still learning, still becoming. He honors his past, but lives in the present and looks toward the future. Section 4. The Stoic Attraction Framework. The Stoic method. I've developed a framework based on Stoic principles that will make you magnetically attractive. It's called the Stoic method. S. Self-mastery. Master your emotions. Control your reactions. Develop unshakable inner confidence. A. Thoughtful presence. Be fully present in conversations. Listen more than you speak. Ask meaningful questions. O. Outcome independence. Don't need specific results. Enjoy the process of connection. Maintain your worth regardless of response. I. Intellectual depth. Cultivate genuine interests. Share wisdom, not just opinions. Stimulate minds, not just emotions. C. Calm confidence. Move through the world with certainty. Don't seek validation. Radiate inner peace. Practical application. The first impression. Let's say you're at a social event and you want to approach an attractive woman. Here's how the Stoic method applies. Self-mastery. You approach not because you need something from her, but because you're genuinely curious about her. Thoughtful presence. Instead of using a pickup line, you make an observation about the environment or situation. Outcome independence. You're prepared for any response, interest, disinterest, or anything in between. Intellectual depth. Your conversation goes beyond surface-level topics quickly. Calm confidence. Your body language, tone, and energy all communicate self-assurance. The long game strategy. The Stoic approach to attraction isn't about quick wins. It's about sustainable attraction that deepens over time. Phase 1. Intrigue, first encounters. Be mysteriously interesting. Don't reveal everything at once. Leave them wanting to know more. Phase 2. Depth, getting to know each other. Share your philosophy and values. Demonstrate your life experience. Show your emotional intelligence. Phase 3. Security, building connection. Prove your consistency. Show your reliability. Demonstrate your character under pressure. This approach creates lasting attraction, not just initial interest. Section 5. Real-world examples and case studies. Case study 1. The Phoenix. Meet James, a 52-year-old divorced attorney. After his divorce, he fell into the typical traps, trying to dress younger. Dating apps with shirtless photos, talking about his sports car too much. Result? Superficial connections and eventual loneliness. Then he discovered Stoicism. He stopped trying to impress and started being impressive, focused on his character development, embraced his role as a mentor and guide, developed genuine interests in philosophy and art. Result? He's now in a fulfilling relationship with a 34-year-old museum curator who was attracted to his depth, wisdom, and inner strength. Case study 2. The late bloomer. Robert, 48, never married, always felt like he was behind in life. He was shy, insecure, and convinced his age made him undesirable. Through Stoic practice, he realized his sensitivity was actually emotional intelligence. His single status meant he was selective, not defective. His life experience was valuable, not shameful. He stopped apologizing for who he was and started celebrating it. Now he attracts women who appreciate depth over flash. Case study 3. The widower. Thomas, 59, lost his wife of 25 years to cancer. He thought his romantic life was over. But his grace in handling loss, his capacity for deep love, and his wisdom about what really matters in life made him incredibly attractive to women who had also experienced life's deeper challenges. He found love again, not despite his history, but because of how he handled it. Section 6. Taking action. Your 30-day Stoic Attraction Challenge? Here's your challenge for the next 30 days. Week 1. Inner work. Read 15 minutes of Stoic philosophy daily. Practice emotional regulation exercises. Identify and work on your insecurities. Week 2. Presence practice. Focus on being fully present in all conversations. Practice the art of listening. Ask better questions. Week 3, confidence building. Stop seeking validation from others. Practice outcome independence. Embrace your authentic self. Week 4, real-world application. Apply these principles in social situations. Practice the STOIC method. Notice the changes in how others respond to you. Final thoughts. Gentlemen, your age is not your enemy. It's your secret weapon. Every year you've lived, every challenge you've faced, every lesson you've learned has been preparing you for this moment. You don't need to compete with younger men because you're not playing the same game. They're playing checkers. You're playing chess. Remember what Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more who is poor." You have everything you need to be incredibly attractive right now. You just need to own it. If this video helped you see yourself in a new light, smash that like button and subscribe. For more content on becoming your most attractive self through ancient wisdom. In the comments below, tell me, what's one Stoic principle you're going to start applying in your dating life this week? And if you want to dive deeper into these concepts, check out my course, The Stoic Gentleman. Link in the description. Remember, age with intention, live with purpose, and attract with authenticity. Until next time, stay strong, stay wise, and stay attractive.